February. It's time now to talk to Craig Heppel, a peek inside at Ulverstone Real Estate. Good morning to you, Craig.
It's fun to be at the
Oh, gosh.
Mate, that takes me back.
It certainly does. Anyway, mate, I'm going to tell you the stats, the whole stats. It's nothing but the stats that help me, Craig.
That's it. That's what we're talking about. I've got my hand on the Bible.
Right.
So, bang! That's the sound of the starter's gun for the 2024 Northwest Tasmanian property market.
Right.
Now buyers went into hibernation a little longer than I anticipated, and that was according to my crystal ball predictions at the end of 2023. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so we're pretty much on track there. So I expected them to dive back in around mid-January, but it appeared they earmarked the end of the Australia Day long weekend as the moment they wanted to hit the starting line. So, Andrew, let's take a look at the stats
Right.
and paint the initial 2024 picture. Then I'll share some of the experiences we've had that tell us we may be in for a solid year of property transactions. Just one in particular. So I'll cover off on the median prices, price fluctuation, and days on market for property transactions in the six major local centres here on the northwest. And I have to say, a couple of them surprised me and will surprise you.
Well, I'm looking at them at the moment, but you're going to tell it.
Yeah, I'll give them to you, but no doubt you've got them in front of you as well.
Yes.
So we'll kick off in the west with Burnie. Now, median price is $396,000. The price change in the last 12 months is minus 10%, and overall a 61.6% price change. That's upwards in the last 5 years.
Right.
And at the moment, it's 66 days on the market to sell in Burnie.
Is that a long time or short time?
It's getting up there. It's when you look at some of the other average days on market, it's sort of getting above the what it should be.
Right.
And so we'll go next to Penguin, and the median price there is $561,000. The 12-month change is plus 2%, and the 5-year change is plus 92.7%. That's pretty impressive. So prices have gone up 92% in the last 5 years, and the days on market there are 37.5.
Which is virtually half at Burnie.
That is, and so is basically the rest. So West Ulverstone, the median there is $484,000. The 12-month change is plus 7.6%, and the 5-year change is plus 80.4%. And days on market, 35.5 days.
Okay.
Ulverstone, the median price, $476,000. The 12-month price change is actually minus 0.8%, but the 5-year price change is plus 79.2%. And the days on market in Ulverstone, 39.
Okay.
Now, moving on to Turner's Beach, heading east, we have median price of $692,000 with a 12-month price change of plus 2%, and the 5-year change is 81.1%. That's pretty good. And days on market there are a bit shorter, 21 days.
3 weeks.
Days on market. Yeah,
wow.
3 weeks. So Devonport, median price, $447,000. The 12-month price change there, it's up 0.7%, and the 5-year price change is up 72.4%, and days on market, 30. So let's look at the averages across those 6 locations. So the median price is $509,000. The 12-month price change is plus 1.5%, and the 5-year price change is plus 77.9%, with days on the market averaging out at 38. So, yeah, that's generally about right. 4 to 6 weeks, if you're priced well, to get someone having a go or getting a contract on it. Look, there have been some properties that are going to market within days, but we have to look at the overall averages.
Okay.
So the best performer for me out of the 6 centres is West Ulverstone.
Oh, yes, a nice place. I do know it very well.
So do I. Now, the median price is up 7.6% for the last 12 months, while the average across the whole northwest is 1.5%. So you can see West Ulverstone's performing well. Now, having lived in West Ulverstone for almost 6 years, I've heard all the why I wouldn't live there myths and excuses. But I've been around too long to know that those areas or suburbs that get a bum rap eventually get identified by smart buyers and investors as great value. And before you know it, properties get spruced up and snapped up. Then prices go up.
I've noticed that, Craig, because I live in West Ulverstone. I go along Queen Street, you see signs up there, then the signs disappear.
Yeah.
You go Eastlands Drive, signs are gone, and you think, well, that must have been snapped up fast.
Yeah, so that's a good indicator. But yeah, I live and work in West Ulverstone. I can see it on the ground. There's a little bit of a groundswell looking towards it. So I say this, be very careful of practicing postcode prejudice. You might miss out on a big opportunity. So generally speaking, this market is holding its own. And whilst ever the Reserve Bank keeps its spindly little hands off the interest rate lever, or at some stage pulls the lever down and drops rates later in the year, buyers will gain confidence and well-priced homes will continue to sell well and even better than well. So buyers who are waiting until something happens might get left behind. And I've got a great example of this. I had a lovely young couple inspect a home in West Ulverstone, and they really liked it. They're first home buyers. And you could tell there was something holding them back from committing. And they'd been seriously looking for a few months. And I asked, so what's stopping you from making a move? And the young girl replied, oh, the market might drop around June. I went, really? I said, where did that come from? Oh, my dad. And I said, well, look, I'm sure your dad means well and wants to look after you, but you might want to do some of your own research. Prices have actually risen around here in the vicinity of 7% in the last 12 months, and if interest rates begin to fall around mid-year, then demand will rise, and so might prices. Anyway, you could see it sort of soaking that in, and they took it into account that they may have to miss out on one or two properties they really like before those actual market conditions sink in.
Now, you would think that they would do the research themselves. I mean, my dad used to say, oh, don't forget, you remember when? That's all out the window. We can go Googling now.
Well, you can go Googling, you can dive into all sorts of property platforms that give you the stats that I've actually given you. But I say to buyers at the moment, the market's even Stevens and could float into a seller's market at the drop of a hat. It only takes one movement downwards on interest rates and it'll be on for young and old. So I say to any buyers at the moment, if you think things are going to get grim, you're going to be waiting a long time.
Okay. So, now, we've got the home of the week, Craig.
Yep, and it's 2/11 New Street in Ulverstone. Now, in over 21 years of real estate, this is one of the best laid out and well-presented units we've had the pleasure of representing. And it's tucked away in a very quiet, gated complex. 2 beds, 1 bath, auto garage, plus a car space, large fence yard, incredible indoor-outdoor entertaining area, modern throughout, it's pet-friendly, and it's only $300 a year for body corps. Unbelievable. Now, we've got a price guide of mid-500s, and we are already drawing interest. So this Saturday, the 3rd of February, might be your last chance to snap it up. And it's open at 11 a.m. That's 2/11 New Street in Ulverstone.
Sounds pretty good, Craig.
Now, don't forget, Andrew, you and the listeners, if you've got a question about property or real estate, just drop me an email, craig@ulverstonerealestate.com.
Craig, thank you for your talk this morning. We'll do it all again next Thursday.
Thanks, Andrew. It's been a pleasure.